Hey everybody, I hope y'all in the mood for crab cakes because that's what we'll be having this evening. Not really real crab cakes, but we'll be having vegan crab cakes. So that's what we'll be making. Give me a second to wash my hands and I'll run through the ingredients with you guys. As always, I'm hopeful that everybody is doing good and all is well with everyone. I'm kind of chill on this Thursday evening. Decided to make me some vegan crab cakes since I'm allergic to crab. So this recipe is going to serve a lovely purpose for me personally since I'm allergic to crab. I can eat some seafoods, but not all of them. Like, I'm allergic to the good stuff, which is really sad. I'm allergic to shrimp, lobster, and crab. But on the flip side, I get to enjoy scallops, crawfish, and oysters, and clams. So, it's not so bad. It's bad, but it ain't that bad. All right, you guys, I got my hands washed and let me run over these ingredients with you guys. Let me get me a knife out too. I'm gonna get me a knife, drink me a little bit of this wine before I get started. Oh, and also before I get started, to my cousins, what that say? You see that? Notorious B.I.G. So I just want to throw that in there real quick before we do our vegan crab cakes. Okay, y'all. So we're going to do vegan crab cakes, and the ingredients that are required for this recipe, well, my rendition of the vegan crab cakes, is we will need 1 cup of chickpeas. I have 3 tablespoons of mayo. I have 1/2 of a sweet Gherkin pickle, finely chopped. 1 teaspoon of dill relish. I have 2 tablespoons of lime juice, fresh lime juice. I have 5 Ritz crackers, and I have 3 vegetable flavored Ritz crackers. Feel free to use whatever crackers you want. I reserved some of my juice from the chickpeas, maybe about 1/4 cup of the juice from the chickpeas. So I'll need that for the mixture when I get started mixing that. I have 1/4 cup of roasted, they're not roasted. I have 1/4 cup of grilled artichokes that were placed in olive oil. So, and these taste really good. Like, I don't know if you guys like vinegary stuff, but if you do, artichokes are good like on salad or just to eat them by themselves. I like them. Okay. I have, this is where all of my seasoning is, really. I got a tablespoon of Old Bay. I have a teaspoon of black pepper. I have a tablespoon of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. Okay. Also, one of the ingredients that I like to use in this recipe so that we can kind of get that kind of fishy taste or crabby kind of taste. I don't eat crab, but I do know what crab tastes like. So I like for my my vegan crab cakes to taste like a real crab cake. And so what I'm going to do is put in 2 tablespoons of baked seaweed. You can get whatever kind of seaweed you want, but this is what I'm going to use. The baked seaweed, and it's organic, but use whatever brand you want. I have 4 hearts of palm. I'll be using that, and I have 1 sweet red pepper, 1/2 stalk of celery, and 1 green onion. Let me take this part of my green onion off because that doesn't look too good. So we're gonna get that rolling. Excuse me. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my chickpeas and dump them into my blender. I'm just going to use just a little bit of my juice from the chickpeas. just to give it a little bit of substance in there. And we're gonna blend this up real quick. I'm using the chickpeas because they'll give the crab cakes like this flakiness. Even though I'm using all of these ingredients and I have the crackers and everything, not only do I have the crackers, also for the breading, I forgot to mention, I'm going to use a half a cup of flour and 1 cup of pankos, panko batter. Not that batter, crumbs. So we'll be using those. But what I did was mix the flour and the panko together to give it like a kind of like a smooth, crunchy taste. So that'll be the coating. That'll be the coating for the crab cakes. So yeah, I'm gonna get these chickpeas blended up because, like I said, they'll give like that flakiness. You know, the hearts of palm will give it that stringiness like the crab, and the chickpeas, they'll fall right in line and make it kind of like flaky. So let's get those blended up. We ain't gonna get nothing blended up if I don't have this thing. Well, I do have it plugged up, so let's get it. Nice little blend. Let's do it one more time. Come on. A little bit more juicy, guys. If you find that you need to add more juice, feel free to use some water. This is like that's a nice grind. Can you guys see that? It's blended a bit, but I'm gonna hit it one more time. Y'all know how I do because I ain't perfect, so I'm cooking. When I cook and I'm cooking by myself with no camera rolling, this is what I do. So with the camera rolling, it's still gonna be the same. Ain't nothing changed. I'm the same all the time, everywhere I go, 24 hours a day. And I keep on until I get it right. Come on. Good enough. So then I'll take this mixture. I'll let you guys see it first, so you can get a general idea of what this is supposed to look like. So yeah, not real liquidy, but just enough liquid in there to kind of, you know, blend it up. I hope you guys can see that. So I'm gonna take all of that and put it into, you know what, I got my stove on. Let me turn that down a bit. Actually I can turn that grease off for now. So I'm gonna put that in my bowl and get started with those ingredients. So chickpeas going in first. And for the hearts of palm, I did not shred them yet, but I'll shred them really quick on camera with that fork so that you guys can see what it looks like. So hearts of palm, I'm taking this fork and just shredding it up. Just giving it a nice shred. Just like that. We just want to kind of resemble crab, you know. The texture is going to be perfect for crab too. My son he's not I was talking to him the other day about the hearts of palm. He's not really a big fan of them because he used them for pasta. I don't know if I would have tried them for pasta, although some people do like it. I don't think that I would like the texture, and that's what he was saying. Like, he didn't like the texture when he used the hearts of palm for pasta. But we're going to use it for crab. I've used it for other things that I really, really like, so they kind of serve their purpose, you know. They serve their purpose. And so I'm gonna shred them, and then I'm gonna give them a nice rough chop, you know. So we'll keep like that stringiness, like how crab is. We'll keep that, and then we'll give it a couple of nice big chunkiness to it once we cut into them. You know, and I won't make them, they won't be fine. They won't be chopped up like fine or anything like that. Like, again, I want to keep the shreddiness. So we're going to reserve that, retain that, and keep it moving. Yes, indeed. Oh man, it was so nice out today here. The sun was shining. The weather was good. The snow is melting. Oh my God, I'm so happy about that. You know, so that means that the spring time of the year will be approaching us very soon. So I am happy about that. I'm happy about any time I wake up and the sun is shining, I'll tell you that. And I hope y'all can see me. I try to set this camera right, but you know, I'm not an expert at this thing. So I'm trying to do it all. So these are the stringy hearts of palm. So let's give it a couple of chops. Not much to it. Just a couple of chops. And I think I hit it 3 times. If you guys want, you can hit it like 1 more time, but that's good enough for me. I'm not gonna hit that bad boy no more. That's it. Oh, and I used 4 hearts. I've used 4 hearts of palm out of my jar. Sometimes they have like sometimes like maybe 8 to a jar or 8 to a can, but I'm only using like 4 because I'm just cooking for 1, and so I probably won't eat all of these at all, but I'm gonna. This is like the smallest amount that I could make. You know, probably could have made it smaller, but I don't have time to go through cutting up all of the vegetables and going through all those ingredients just to make like 1 crab cake. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be with the ingredients that I have. Nothing like a little bit of red wine on a Thursday night, let me tell you that. Got over that hump. When we get over that hump, we good, y'all. So yeah, so I'm gonna chop my vegetables up. This is my red sweet pepper. Y'all know I don't de-seed anything too much. I mean, if it's like a hot pepper, like a jalapeno or something like that, and I'm cooking it and somebody else is gonna eat it, then I may de-seed it. But for the most part, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I usually take my celery. A lot of people don't pull it through, but I got that from my mom. We'll go through and pull the strings out of the celery. That way you're not, eating your food and it's like real stringy, like I don't like that. I like for my food to be just right, And I'm gonna just dice up the celery. It'll give our crab cakes a nice little variety of texture. A little chunkiness, a little smoothness, a little crispiness, from the coating. Look, I'm dropping celery, but it ain't no thing. And then I'll get this onion going too. I would have used like maybe a white onion. I'm kind of indecisive. Like I have like white and yellow onions right here, but I believe that this green onion will be enough. But if I think that I want to add more onion because the green onion isn't enough, then we'll do that. We'll play it by ear. Once I get all the ingredients in this bowl and get to rubbing. Once I get the ingredients in the bowl and kind of mixing everything together, I'll have a general idea of what I want to do. If I want to add in more onion or not. It wouldn't hurt the taste of it or anything, but I just don't want any one vegetable or ingredient to overpower or dominate the other ingredients. And so that's why I chose 1 green onion, which is very large, to get started, to initiate this process, So we're going to get this onion chopped up. Okay, and I use that entire onion, so let me get my vegetables over here in my bowl. Get that in there. Yeah, I know I'm going to let y'all look in that bowl in 1 second. In 1 second. And I think I'm going to push my chopping board back a little. Well, actually, I could sit my bowl on top of the chopping board. It won't hurt anything. What I'm going to do is wipe it off, though. Give it a nice little wipe in. And then I'm gonna put my hand on the hot pan. You know what's it's so funny because I always tell my baby, like, man, I burn myself so much, and he's like, well, what are you doing? Well, silly stuff like putting my chopping board too close to the frying pan, and then I get burned. And so that's what happens to me. So now you see what happens in the kitchen with a D. Okay, y'all. Let me give my hands a quick washing, and I'm going to keep adding my ingredients into that bowl. recipe, this is this meal is kind of quick too, y'all. It's not really time consuming. You know, the most time consuming part, in my opinion, is chopping the vegetables and taking out the ingredients that you need. But for the most part, it's easy breezy. You know, not too much to it. And yeah, I know I keep saying I'm gonna stop killing these trees, and I'm trying, because I do love the earth and I do love my God and I love the trees. So I'm trying, but I'm human. All right, the artichokes are going in with that little oil too. Right on in there. I'm gonna dump my seaweed right in there. I got my sweet pickle and my dill relish. I am going to put all of my vegetable flavored Ritz in there. Ritz crackers, so you'll know that lime juice is going in there. I'm going to add half of my original Ritz crackers. Half of them. I am going to add all of my seasoning. That's the sugar, the Old Bay, the Cajun seasoning, the black pepper, the sea salt, the garlic powder. If I didn't say garlic powder, that's going in there. It went in there because I done dumped that in already. Let me get all of my stuff out of the way here. Now, for my vegan eaters, feel free to use vegan mayo. It works just as well as the regular mayo. And that's for my meat eaters too. This recipe can be used with, you can use Miracle Whip, you can use regular mayo. But I shouldn't say Miracle Whip. You can use salad dressing, because it doesn't have to be Miracle Whip. It could be an off brand. It could be whatever brand you want. So you can use vegan mayo or regular mayo, or you can use the salad dressings, the premium name brand or off brand. It doesn't matter. But I have 3 tablespoons of original mayo. Right in that bowl. All of it works the same. It works just as well. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is mix this. I'm going to go ahead and get this mixture stirred up. Let you guys look in that bowl. Hope y'all can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and get it mixed up. The hearts of palm look good in there. This is going to bind good. Really, really good. Now, I know you're probably saying, why didn't I chop up my artichokes? By the time I get done stirring this up, they'll be broken up enough for me. But if you guys feel like this mixture is too chunky for you, you can chop up the hearts of palm finer and the artichokes. They can get as small as you want them, or you can put all of this stuff in a blender. Now, me personally, I like a little chunkiness, so I didn't want to blend everything. The only thing that was blended was the chickpeas. That was enough for me. Look at that. That looks like a salad you can eat like with some crackers or something, doesn't it? Looks delicious, and it smells good. Y'all know I love good smells. It smells real good. So I'm just using my spoon to kind of roughly chop my little stuff, you know. I don't want nothing mushy or nothing like that. That is, oh man, that looks good and it smells good. I'm gonna let y'all take another look. Hopefully y'all can see that from there. I'm going in with the rest of my Ritz crackers, y'all. Remember, those were the originals where I used 5. Everything going. The only thing I have left is a little bit of my chickpea juice. I'm pouring all of that in, and the reason why I put the rest of that in is because I added those crackers. So once I put those crackers in, I need to add a little bit more juice so we're not doing nothing dry. Let me get this flame going. The amount of oil that I used, this is kind of like a deep fry, kind of like when I'm doing like salmon croquettes or something like that. I usually use the same amount of oil. And I'm using 2 cups of canola oil. But as I always tell y'all, feel free to use whatever kind of oil you guys want to use. If you want to use grapeseed oil, if you want olive oil, if you want a vegetable oil, by all means, feel free to do whatever it is you want to do. I'm just giving you the foundation of how to prepare some good vegan crab cakes. Let me let y'all look at my panko and flour batter. That's what that looks like. Now, you can add some seasoning to this if you want to. Mine is just as is because I have a lot of seasoning in my crab cakes. But if you want to kick it up a notch, you can put like a little bit of cayenne pepper and a little bit of seasoned salt. Just maybe like about maybe like a half a teaspoon of seasoned salt. And if you want like a nice little kick, use a teaspoon of cayenne pepper or either half a teaspoon. Or if you don't want any kick, no spice, then don't add the pepper. And just kind of shake it up a little bit. It ain't nothing to it. I'm going to go over there and wash my hands again, y'all. Now, I'll tell you, now, some people, they take their crab mixture, they form them, and they let them sit for like 30 minutes or longer. I'm getting ready to eat this. Y'all already know how I do. I ain't got time to be messing around. I'm going to get these patted up. I'm going to get them coated and into this grease, and I'm going to eat these so y'all can see what they taste like. So I can let y'all know what they taste like. So we ain't playing no games. We came here to get down. And I haven't eaten since what I think I ate lunch at like 11 o'clock, which is pretty cool. I had some Thai food, but now I'm hungry and it's like it's late. I'm just gonna say that it's late. So I just want to drink my wine, eat me some crab cakes, and chill out. That's all I want to do. It's almost Friday. Friday I'll be able to let my hair down a little bit more. Not that I won't let it down on this Thursday evening, but tomorrow I'm really gonna let it down. So let me see, y'all. I'm gonna wash my hands. That grease is good. It's getting right where I need it to be, and I'm gonna get these crab cakes in there. Now this is where y'all know we get down dirty because I have to go in with my hands. I'm going in with my hands to form these crab cakes. Form these vegan crab cakes. I'm gonna use these paper towels because when I'm going in with something like this and I'm using my hands, although my drying towels are clean, I don't like to dry my hands with anything like that. I want something that hasn't been touched or folded or anything like that. So I'm gonna use this paper towel. I'm gonna dry my hands real good. Touch that oil. Now the size of your crab cakes can be whatever you want them to be. Mines are gonna be maybe like about, what's that, y'all? Maybe like a size of what? A little smaller than the opening of a small coffee cup. That's about the way I can size it up. This is the size of the palm of my hand. Hey, look at that. So we're gonna do that. And they're kind of, now my batter is it's adhering really good. My mixture, not my batter. My mixture is adhering really good. It's not too runny. Sometimes I watch some videos and their mixture is kind of runny and they can't really get it together. Mine is good. So you have the chick peas and you have the palms of heart and you have the artichokes and the peppers and the crackers. That's kind of binding everything together and it's working out well. So I'm gonna get it in this batter. And let me show y'all what I'm doing. Just kind of coating it. You know, we're not doing nothing fancy. We're just going to coat this bad boy up. So we can have us some nice little old crab cakes. Nice little crab cakes. Batter that bad boy up. Make sure that it's formed good. There we go. I'm taking off any excessiveness. Nothing. I don't need all of that. If I don't need it, it has to go. It has to go. If it ain't serving no purpose and it's excessive, get rid of it. Get rid of it. All right. Into that grease we go. Make sure that grease is nice and hot. Because remember, this is vegan style. So we're not dealing with crab, like real crab. We're doing vegetarian style crab cakes. So we want to make sure that grease is hot enough so that once these crab cakes hit that grease, everything is going to be held together like we want it to. You know, we don't want nothing falling apart or anything. Even though my batter is just right. Like I love the texture of it. I'm good with it, you know. But I want to make sure that it tastes good. So I don't want like, you know how you go somewhere and you get like, let's just say if you order like chicken tenders or something like that, you get them and it's like too much batter. You're like, man, I can't even enjoy it because like y'all done drowned all the meat out, excuse me, with too much batter. Like it don't take all of that. Let me show y'all what I form like when I form my crab cakes. I like to take my thumb or my hand and just go around like that, just to kind of form them up, you know, just like that. Drop it right in that grease. Bam. This is enough for the size that I'm making, y'all. This is enough for like maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make 5 crab cakes. That's what's going on here. This one right here is almost ready to flip. If you want to take that flour and panko mixture and sprinkle it on there like that and let that excessiveness run off, by all means do so. If you want to sit it down up in there and let it collect and let all the panko and flour stick to it when you drop it in like that, get down with it, get down. Don't make me no matter. Oh, yeah. Oh, if y'all happy, I'm happy. If I'm happy, y'all should be happy. Hell, if anybody happy, we all should be happy. You know, there's no need for sadness or, you know, unruliness, you know. And the reason why I say that is because life is too short. So we want to take advantage of the time that we're blessed to have. Got my crab cakes flipping over because, baby, this is cooking. Y'all know I like that high flame. I'm going to turn it down a bit, but y'all know I like it high. So let's get that. Okay, well, I'm going to let you do your thing a little bit more. You ain't got to be temperamental, baby. I'll talk to my food. So I get that. Those doing their thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So let's get these going. Get these last 2 up in there. Y'all, that's, I don't know. That could have been 6 because this is kind of, that was a big one. I kind of had to take some of that off. So let me get this on here. Get this crab cake right in that grease. Form you up real good. I'm ready to eat that one right there that's to my left that's in the corner. I don't know if y'all can see that one, but I can see it and it looks good. Let's get this baby going. Is that on now? I'm going to get you right up in that grease because you look like you're going to taste delicious. Y'all see I got stuff going everywhere, but it ain't no thing. If I ain't tripping, y'all don't trip. I'm going to get that, the one that I was trying to flip over, I'll flip that over in a second. Let me see, baby. All right. There we go. That's enough in that pan for now. Let me wash my hands, y'all. I still have enough mixture for one more, but I'm going to stop right there for now because my pan is full. So, I just want to wash my hands and get back over there. Okay. I'll get that cleaned off in a second. Let me get my crab cake flipped here. Where we at, baby? Is it you? I think it's you. There you go. I should have used my spatula, but that's okay, because it's all right. Let me turn my grease back up, because I need everything to do what it's supposed to do. I don't want nothing falling apart like that one did a little bit. And that's because I turned that flame down. So look, when y'all cooking this, when y'all making these crab cakes, leave that flame like a medium high, because you're going to need to flip these crab cakes a little bit. And I turned that flame down, which was not a good idea, because when you do that, it'll soften up the patty, and you don't want that to happen. So when you scoop it up, you don't want it to break. And this is okay for some things, but it's not good for these. I need to use my flat spatula. So I'll probably do that. I'll see in a minute once the flame kicks up a bit. So let me get these hands brushed off in here. And then I'm going to make that last patty up. get the last patty going. And that was just enough panko and flour, you know, for this. Just enough for this amount of mixture. The amount of vegan crab mixture is just enough. So let me get rid of this. What is my other paper towel? Is that going? Okay. Now, I'm going to use the rest of my panko and flour. Oh, if you guys feel like you don't want to use, if you don't want to use all-purpose flour, which is what I use, you can use unbleached flour, you can use wheat flour, you can use spelt flour, use whatever you want. If you want to use coconut flour, that's fine. Whatever you want to use, but this is all-purpose flour that I'm using. And my panko crumbs are plain, no seasoning. They're just plain. But you can feel free to try something different if you want it, because they do have the flavor ones. You know, I'm getting flour everywhere. That's okay. Like I said, if I ain't worried about it, don't y'all worry about it. And the excessiveness, you know, I'm still shaking that off, y'all, because I don't need all of that. I don't need all that batter. I want to actually taste the vegan crab cake. I don't want to just eat like a flour panko patty. You know, I want a nice vegan crab cake. All right, got that in there. Get this going. Water on my dishes over here. Until I can get that up. I put bleach on everything. I like to try to kill as many germs as I possibly can. I'm gonna get my broom too and sweep up while my crab cakes are cooking. I think I want a salad, you know? Like I have some romaine that I'm gonna serve the crab cakes on. But I think that I will really enjoy this meal with a nice salad. So I think that I am going to go to that refrigerator and take out some lettuce and tomatoes, cucumbers, you know, make me a nice little salad. And get my board washed off again here. Let it sit right there for a second. And I'm going to run over here to the refrigerator and pull out my, all that flour together. I'm going to pull out my vegetables for my salad. And I got me a couple of boiled eggs too. So that's going to be a nice little salad. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that crab cake just right where it's at. I'm going to flip these in a minute, but I need that up a little. Look, that flame has to be up high enough to where these crab cakes will cook good. That flame needs to be up high enough. I know I said that already, but I'm reiterating and I'm saying it again. I want to make sure that y'all food come out right. I want everything to be good. So make sure that flame is up high enough. So while that's doing that, let me get my chopping board back over here. Bam. We're going to do that side. Nice little bamboo chopping board. Alright, y'all. I'm coming. I am coming. I just want to get my vegetables out. Give me a second. Get my vegetables out here. And I'm talking to y'all so y'all know I'm still here. Just trying to find everything that I need. And I know I bought me a nice size cucumber. I'm getting me a nice cucumber somewhere. But for whatever reason, I cannot find my cucumber. But we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to roll with the lettuce and tomatoes. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to take me a handful of these tomatoes. Rinse these bad boys off. Sorry about that beeping, y'all. That's my refrigerator. Like, look, lady, you done left us open over here. Okay. I need meat for my salad. I like onion in my salad, so I'm getting ready to chop one of these green onions up with mine. Because that's what I like. Now use that. Take that off of there. Yes, indeed. We won't be using that green onion, y'all. Not at all we want to use that. I'm going to use this part right here. I'm going to pick this up and trash it. I'm going to wash my hands, y'all. This is why I like to use bleach in my dishwater stuff. You never know when you may have to stick your hand in there for a quick emergency. You know, to get stuff rinsed off. Get my little onion over here on my chopping board. Okay, refrigerator, I'm coming. I am coming. Now my lettuce has been washed 3 times. But I'll still give it a nice little rinse to make sure that my leaves are fresh. Nice and fresh. Spray them a little bit there. Now what I don't like, I can't stand I don't like wet lettuce. Like when I'm making a salad, I don't like wet lettuce. So I have to dry my lettuce off, y'all. I'm sorry. But that's what I do. So I'm going to get these ingredients back in here. And I'm going to get my eggs too, because I got me some eggs for this salad. My vegan lovers, y'all ain't got to eat no eggs if y'all don't want to. But this is my salad. And this is how I'm going to do my thing. So I got my lettuce out. And I got my egg right here. My crab cakes. Let's see what's going on here with y'all, babies. What we doing now? What we doing? There we go, baby. Yeah. The rest of those, I still need some more heat. I need more heat. Once they get going, then I'll be able to flip them over. That broke one, I don't know if I want to fool with you or do I want to. Look at them, y'all. There's always going to be one that's going to act up. So we're going to go ahead and flip them, though. Bam. Got that bad boy flipped. We're going to see. He probably going to be the best tasting one. You know, sometimes that one that won't act right be the best one. That happens sometimes. That happens. So let's see. These actually don't take long to cook when the flame is up. It doesn't take long to cook because everything is well done already. So we really just kind of like crisping it up and making them kind of come together. So once everything is looking like how we want it to look, then I'll take them out, drain them, and we're going to put a little bit of... I'm going to eat these with some dill tartar sauce. So you guys can eat them with whatever kind of sauce you want, whatever you want to make, whatever you have a taste for. Store-bought tartar sauce. Or you can take like some mayonnaise and mix like some lemon and a little bit of dill. Eat them like that. It's not nothing major. Nothing at all. Let me see that egg right there. I'm going to crack this egg here. I'm going to get this egg cracked. So I guess on my salad, I'm just going to be having tomatoes, onions, and eggs because I can't find my cucumber. I don't know. I guess somebody broke in and stole the cucumber, y'all. Oh, man. That's a little inside joke there between me and my son. So I'm getting this egg cleaned off here, y'all. Getting the shell in the garbage can. I bet y'all say, D, why do you keep walking away from that camera and you not saying nothing? I just went to the garbage can, y'all, just so that I can kind of throw away the eggshell. That's all. I wasn't going to leave y'all, babies. Y'all know I wasn't going to leave y'all. Look, I done dropped enough stuff tonight, enough ingredients on the floor. I'm wondering if that's a good sign. Maybe somebody got to drop some money off over here. A whole heaping of it would be nice. Let me find my knife, y'all. Here we go. Even though I just did this, please, y'all, don't ever put knives, especially really sharp knives, in that dishwater because you will cut yourself. I know because I did so last week. And it wasn't good. As a matter of fact, where am I? Where's my cut? Where's my cut? Well, it's done healed up now, but it wasn't nothing good. I'm going to tell you that. It was nothing nice. Okay, lettuce, I'm going to pick you up in a second because I don't wash my hands. So, I'm just going to chop my romaine lettuce up here. Because this is going to be for my salad that I'm going to have with my crab cakes. Get my egg chopped up too. It's real simple. Oh, now see, now I got that flame up high enough. The grease is popping on me and it's cooking real good. I'm looking at the crab cakes. So that's working out well. I'll take 2 of those crab cakes to come out in a minute. Now, what y'all can do is when y'all cooking these, you can either flip them 1 time on each side, let them cook long enough, or you can flip them like maybe two to 3 times if you want to, depending on the texture and how crispy you want them. You know, I like to let them just do what they're gonna do on that one side, and then I take them and flip them over. See? And that's from that water that I let splash in there. That's all that is. That's what that popping is from. You know, because I was over there washing my hands and then I came back and some of that water dripped in that pan. So it'll make that grease do that. So y'all have to be careful when y'all deep frying and stuff. But I get burned so often that, heck, I think I'm kind of immune to it a little bit. Let me cut my little, I'm using grape tomatoes. Feel free to use whatever tomatoes you have. My favorites are the beefsteak and the vine, right? But I saw these grape tomatoes. Ouch. Which are kind of sweet. That just burnt the heck out of me, y'all. So I'm going to be burned up. And get those flipped. All right. Flip those. Yeah, these don't have to be flipped twice. These are going to be just like how they're going to be. Ooh, yeah, it's just how I like them. And I'm going to take them out in a second. I'm going to get through, let me get through making my salad. Let me get over because I don't want that grease popping in my face. It already got me on the arm. Look at that, y'all. All on my arm. So y'all be careful when y'all cooking. I'm one of those reckless cooks. I'm a good cook, an excellent chef, but look at that. Clean up my mess here. I need to get a bowl for my salad. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna wash my hands and wash this grease off my arm too. Get that going and off of my arm. Yeah, be careful with that grease. All right. Y'all know how I be. My stuff be looking burned, but you know I like my stuff well done, so it don't make me no matter because I'm the one eating them. But if you want yours lighter, feel free. If you want them lighter, like maybe like this one, do it lighter. But that stove wasn't cooking good enough for me, so I had to turn that bad baby up. This is my little broken one here. That's my little broken friend. Poor little old baby. Poor little old baby. Get y'all on there. And get you right there. And get you right here, baby. There you go. And I'm going to turn this flame off. And I'm going to get my salad in a bowl. You know? Because I was going to serve my crab cakes on some romaine lettuce. But I think I'm just going to eat it in this bowl with this salad. Why not? I got my onions and tomatoes and my eggs. Might as well. I might as well. And that's a nice little salad. It's nice enough for me. So do I have me a fork out? Give me a fork. So that I can eat my salad. Yeah, I'm gonna bang those. Let me get a little bit of salad dressing on my salad, y'all. Little bit of, I'm doing a little bit of Italian. This is that Tuscan Italian. I like that. A little bit of Italian. And because I'm different and I do what I want to do, a little bit of French. Y'all, let me tell y'all what I got to do real quick. I got to wipe off that chopping board. Because I got my food sitting on there, right? So I can't, that egg and that salad, whatever's left on there, that's getting on my nerves. So I'm going to have to wipe it off. Because that is really getting on my nerves. Like, I can't handle that. So I'm going to leave it right there for now. Yeah, that's getting on my nerves. So is this here. All of this getting on my nerves. Let's get that wiped off. That's much better. Get that pushed back. Okay, time for a little bit more wine. And I'm gonna wipe my arms off and my fingers. And I'm gonna get me a crab cake. Yes, I am. Yes, indeed, baby. Got me a crab cake. Put that right there. That bad boy hot too, y'all. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna dip this? I'm trying to figure out, do I wanna try to pick that crab cake up, or am I gonna stick that fork in the? Oh, I ain't put no pickles on my salad. Like, what kind of salad is this? That's all right. You know, cheese on it. Oh, my God. That's okay. We're going to eat it. See? Now, that's just some fresh vegetables. Man, that's good. See? That's just so good. Oh, look at my little flaky crab cake, y'all. Look at that. See that? It looks like real crab. Look at that. Oh, man. All I got to do now is give me a little tartar sauce on there. So I'm going to hit it one time with the tartar sauce, y'all. Get that on there. Let's see what's going on. Oh, this thing hot, though. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The artichoke, you know, I left it chunky. I'm glad I did. It's good. It's good. Because you get that little chunkiness. It's not like I don't like to eat something that's so smooth and doesn't have like a little bit of roughness to it. You know what I'm saying? This does. Look at that. Look at that. The hearts of palm. And they're like that. That looks like a crab cake. And it tastes like one too. And I'm going to tell you, one of the key ingredient is that seaweed. You can get that grilled seaweed, that baked seaweed, however you want to get it. Just get it and use maybe, you can use more than what I did. I only had like 2 tablespoons. Feel free to use like maybe as much as you want. If you want to put like a 1/4 cup, feel free to do so. It don't matter. It's just good. Especially for somebody like me that can't have crab cakes. It's good. I should have picked this thing up, y'all. That's good. Now I'm fried in the canola oil. That's pretty good. Look, I'm looking at another one. I know some of these are they well done to y'all, but for me, look at that. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Look at, ooh, y'all know what? A little green Tabasco. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Don't be looking at my cabinet either, y'all. Let me hit it with a little bit of green Tabasco. Damn. That's good. That's so no good. Look at that, y'all. Man, that is good. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry to keep saying that, but I can't help it. That's good. Good little salad. I love onions in my salad. And this salad, when y'all make y'all crab cakes, serve it with a salad. Because this is perfect. I was trying to figure out what I was going to have with it. This is working out perfectly. I'm going to break that. And bell pepper. A little jerkin right there. I'm going to eat that. And my sauce is good too, y'all. My tartar sauce. I'm gonna make any kind of sauce you want. You don't have to have tartar sauce. You can do what you want. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm going to get down. I ain't trying to play. That flour and the panko mixed together is perfect. It's perfect. I'm gonna just get a paper towel. Good one. This is so good. Oh, so good. Okay. Okay, y'all. Yeah, they got kind of dark, but like I said, don't make no difference. I'm gonna eat them because that flavor, I can taste in that artichoke. The artichoke is just, it's right on point. And I'm gonna tell y'all, some people make these vegan crab cakes and they'll use like the hearts of palm only, or they'll use the artichokes only. If I were y'all, I would follow my recipe. I would use those chickpeas, those artichokes, and those hearts of palm. You ain't gonna go wrong. And feel free to add whatever other ingredients you want to add to this recipe. Do whatever you gotta do to suit your needs. Whatever works for you, I'm cool with it. And even if I wasn't, as long as y'all cool with it, we good. I'm gonna try to have a good night. Tomorrow's Thursday. No, today Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm gonna try to kick back, relax, and find something to be grateful for. Anything. Just be grateful and thankful and considerate. I always say be considerate. It's just real important. Deuces.